school sports fans, and welcome again to another edition of You Got It, Big Time Sports. I'm the mellow tones of Charlie Jones, and tonight in the house we've got 4 All-Ohio volleyball players, that we are going to talk to. We've got 2 coaches and 4 All-Ohio volleyball gals in the house, and we are going to talk to them here on the show. But how about some program notes before we get started? All right, now, Friday night, the Big Time Sports guys will be down at Indian Valley. We will do live, the Indian Valley Jonathan Alder playoff game in high school football. So join us Friday night. We will be live, I repeat, live down at Indian Valley as they take on Jonathan Alder. Check it on the Big Time Sports YouTube. You can watch it live on our YouTube. Now, I got a burr under my saddle. I was going to send a crew to Dalton High School to do the Garraway game. We were going to do Garraway-Dalton on replay. Okay, so anyway, we cannot go. Repeat, they turned down Big Time Sports. Dalton High School said, Big Time Sports, you cannot come because we cannot accommodate you. Now, I don't know how big that press box is at Dalton High School, but we are 4 weeks into high school football playoffs. We, as you know, are the #1 high school producer of high school sports in the entire state of Ohio, and we can prove that, and we get shut out Friday night at Dalton High School. I've got a burr under my saddle. Old Mellow Tones is a little bit upset. Sorry, Garraway fans. We are sorry, high school football fans. We are not permitted to do the Garraway game Friday night at Dalton. So that's it. Before I get even more upset, I'm going to step back, take a quick break, because I got to have a lot of airtime for 2 coaches and 4 All-Ohio volleyball players. We'll be back to the Big Time Sports Show after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. Tonight, as advertised, we are going to talk volleyball. Now, this is not just any volleyball. We're going to be talking to 4 of these rough and tough area volleyball gals. And guess what? If they're not first team All-Ohio, they are second team All-Ohio. So we've got 4 of the very best volleyball players in the entire northeastern Ohio here on the show today. Let's introduce now, and you're going to recognize from their hoodies they have on. These 2 young ladies are from Dover, and I'm going to go all the way down to the end, and I'm going to introduce the girl with the great big, when she gets that arm up there, when she takes that arm back and she gets above that net, she is going to wham! Wow, look out. Protect your nose because it's coming right at you. Caroline Hanner is here in the house. Welcome aboard, Caroline.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right, and in the middle, Okay, this young lady, wow, you ought to see this girl play volleyball. If you think Caroline is tough, you got to put Caroline and Quincy together as Coach Matthews did. And I'll tell you what a combination they are. This is Quincy Wentz and Quincy, second team All-Ohio.
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies, you both got nice, pretty smiles. Caroline, you were first team All-Ohio. Quincy, second team. That usually doesn't happen from the same team. Were you both kind of surprised at that? That you had two All-Staters from the same team?
Yeah, I was.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay, because you two, okay, and then I should go all the way down the list. Little girl by the name of Haley Keeker. And what about little girl by the name of Jenna Malk? Huh?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, at that net, you four were lethal. And that's a big word for deadly. You get it?
Yep.
Huh? Okay, so Caroline, you had a great run. You had a great season. You made it all the way to the regional this year. So give me something during your senior season of volleyball that you will never, ever forget.
I think just this team in general was so special. Like, we were a really tight-knit group of people, and like, it was fun every day at practice to go and play with these girls and to be in the locker room and the bus rides, and like, everything was just so fun and easy this season for us.
Okay, so a lot of fellowship,
Yeah.
a lot of camaraderie, and by the way, you two both know that senior girls class at Dover this year, phenomenal. Full of athletes from softball to ping pong, from bowling to volleyball. You had a great senior class. Quincy, what about you? Give me your aha moment of high school volleyball.
What do you mean by aha? Like a big moment or
Yeah,
my favorite moment?
Something you'll never, ever forget.
Okay.
And maybe, Quincy, maybe Coach Matthews doesn't even know about it. Huh?
That is true. Probably like before the games in the locker room, we all have fun, getting hyped for every game and working together is a big moment.
Both of you are seniors. Caroline, you seem to be like the leader, you know, of the band down there in the court. By the way, speaking of bands, Quincy, every time they played that good music, you know, in between sets and all this good stuff, and you know all this stuff,
Yeah.
You're down there, you know, busting,
Yeah.
you know, busting a move on the
Yeah.
dance floor.
Yeah.
Are you the lead dancer for the volleyball team?
I don't know. I think it would have to be Haley Keisher.
Well, Haley. Well, now Haley was pretty good too.
Yeah,
she
she
was
is.
always moving. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
always moving. Yeah. So Caroline's senior leadership. Beth depends on seniors like you and Quincy to help her with the younger girls that are coming along behind you. What does the word senior leadership mean to you?
I think that for this specific team this year, it was huge having 7 seniors on the team. Like, we all play different roles. Like, we all have very different personalities, and we're like a different person for everyone. Obviously, our varsity team was majority made up of upperclassmen.
Sure.
But still getting to practice and like be with the younger kids. And then at Dover, we like coach our biddy ball a lot. So we have
great.
a lot of like time with the younger athletes coming up in the Dover program, which is awesome.
So Quincy, you went down and helped the little girls that are coming up
Yeah.
learn the game of volleyball. Okay, so what's the best thing about doing that? How do you get a lot of fulfillment out of going down and helping out those younger kids?
So when teaching the younger kids, it really helps you think about the little things of volleyball and like little footwork that you sometimes forget whenever you're playing. And teaching the younger kids really helps you remember those little things.
Quincy, is volleyball more of a mental game or a physical game?
I think it's a lot more of a mental game sometimes. It's a very big physical game too, but mentally it can be hard on athletes.
Your teammate, your friend Quincy, think it's a mental game. What do you think? You're the first team All-Ohio girl.
I would agree. Volleyball is definitely a mental game. Like, if you are having a hard game, it's hard to get back up because you can be easily singled out in volleyball by other teams, but it's very physical. You have to put in a lot of hard work and training, but the mental toughness is definitely there.
Which is the biggest aspect of the volleyball game? And this is not a fair question because you're both playing different positions. Is it a hitter or is it a setter? Which is more important, Caroline?
I think it's your passer. If
I
you
think
don't,
so. I
if you
was
don't
gonna
get
say
that
the same
first
thing.
pass up, you can't get a set.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that, you can't get the hit. So it all starts with the first ball contact in the back row.
There's nothing more beautiful, Quincy, than that passer getting it to the center. Hey, when that ball is about, a foot over the rim, look out, because here comes Quincy, here comes Haley, here comes Jenna, and whew, the big hammer, here comes Caroline, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see that play. Let's take a look at that again on the Big Time Sports Replay. Huh? You've seen that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies, seniors at Dover High School, hand me a Kleenex because I'm going to start crying. Caroline, what are you going to do down the road of life? Where are we going to see you?
Well, in 2 days, I'm signing to play volleyball at Robert Morris University to study nursing.
Well, that's great. Well, we need good nurses, okay? My son is a doctor. My daughter-in-law is a doctor. My nieces, I got all kinds of medical
Well, there we
people
go.
in my family. That's why I look so good at 61.
Yes.
Right, Quincy?
Yes.
All right, so Robert Morris, best of luck.
Thank
and
you.
don't forget, tell Mr. McCrate to send me that announcement so I can splice it out there on Big Time Sports.
I'll let them know.
All right, Quincy, what about you? Where we going to find you down the road of life?
I'm currently undecided on where I'm going, but I plan to study radiology.
You're not going to believe this. Ask me what my doctor son is.
What's your doctor's son?
He's a radiologist.
Really?
Ask me what my doctor daughter-in-law is, Quince.
What is it?
She's
What
a
is she?
radiologist.
Wow.
And you know what? This is no kidding. They're both radiologists. Ask me when the last time they had to leave the house to go to work.
When?
Long time ago, because
Really?
they work, okay? They got this Starship Enterprise set up with all these big screens and these computers. Union Hospital zaps them an MRI, okay, of my arm. They sit there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where they live, grade it and zap it back.
Wow.
They work in their jammies.
Wow,
Wow,
that's
wouldn't that be
awesome.
nice?
Not a bad gig.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so,
I think I picked a good career.
all right, last question, and then I got to throw it to a break. Caroline, with all you seniors leaving now, I know Coach Martin is already getting gray hairs over the thought of all you girls leaving. How are the Tornadoes going to be next year without all you seniors?
I think they're still going to be great next year. There's a lot of really good athletes coming up in the program that have gotten to practice with us seniors for the past few years. And I think that if they work hard in the gym and consistency, I mean, they're still going to be a great, tight-knit team. So I think there's a lot of potential for next year.
Quincy, we're going to miss you and Caroline and the rest of the crew. I want to thank both of you for coming on the show. Man, I tell you what, I watched you play. We've had you on TV. We've done TV games. Makes me sad that you're both going on in life. But best of luck down the road, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. First team Caroline, second team Quincy. We'll be back with a Dover coach, and you know who that is. And we'll be back with her counterpart at Canotton Valley, Danelle Gordon. We'll be back with volleyball coaches that know everything about volleyball after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently. decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. Today it's All Ohio Volleyball. We got 4 All Ohio Volleyball gals and 2 of the brightest, smartest, and wow, we've got 2 tough coaches here with us on this segment. Let me introduce them first, and of course, you need only take a quick glance at this young lady right here because everybody out there in Big Time Sports Land knows Beth Matthews. And Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Charlie.
Did you like that introduction?
That was great.
Okay. Let's go all the way down to the end. Let's look at a new face now with a nice smile. This young lady is a head coach at Canotton Valley Volleyball, and her name is Donnell Gordon. And Donnell, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And for you people out there in Big Time Sports TV land, I need to shower these 2 young ladies with accolades because they are both District 5 Coach of the Year. Congratulations to Coach Gordon, who is the Division 7 District 5 Coach of the Year. And Donnell, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And last but certainly not least, my young friend Beth Matthews, who in Division 3 was the District 5 Coach of the Year. And Beth, you've been coaching, you were probably coaching before they ever thought about a Coach of the Year award. You've been coaching so long.
Probably.
How long have you been coaching?
Well, this is year 30.
Year 30?
Yeah.
Volleyball for 30 years.
In some capacity, 35, but at high school, 30, yes.
Wow. Well, now what about you? You're the new one on the block here. You come from Canotton Valley High School, and you had a great season this year with the Rockets.
I'm at about 14 years between 2 schools.
Okay, so coming into this year, Donnell, did you have any idea of the talent you had and you were going to make a big run?
Yeah, this is the group that I came in with when I got to Canotton. So I've had this, we have 7 seniors also. So I've had this group since they were in biddy ball in 5th and 6th grade. So we were just kind of waiting for them to get up there. We knew we were going to have a
So
pretty
your
solid
season
year.
record now was what? You had a pretty good season record?
19-6.
19-6. Now tell me about the tournament run.
We made it to district semis, or district finals where we lost to TCC.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you had a good season during the regular season. Hey, bumped off a couple people during the tournament run on a scale of 1 to 10. How you feeling about this season?
It's a 10 for me because like Quincy and Caroline said, this has been my favorite year because everyone got along. Like practices were fun, games were fun. There was never any drama. It was fun to be around all these girls.
Okay, let's switch now, switch paddles now and go to Beth. Beth, you and I both know that you're smart enough to know that, man, I'll tell you what, you had the cupboards stocked and ready to go this season. You know the senior class as well as me and everybody else at Tuscaloosa. Man, you had them waiting, didn't you?
We did.
But you know, you should take a lot of credit. That's not your first year coaching these senior girls. You've been coaching these senior girls since Shamu was a tadpole. Huh?
They walked in the gym as 4th graders. And the first year I came back out of retirement, and so we've been building since they were in 4th grade.
Can you give me something that you were worried about coming into this season? What was the one thing you wanted to get your arms around to assure success this season? You knew you had the talent, right?
Yes. I think you referred to it earlier when you talked to the girls about the mental aspect of the game. Before, not every practice, but a lot of practices, we journal. And as a team, we sit down, we talk, we get our mind wrapped around different things, emotions that go on during the game, how to handle them. And each time something happens, it's always a learning experience and how we're going to take that and grow from that. And I think that was the biggest thing with this group is developing the rest of the game besides the physical part.
So your regular season record was?
23-3.
23-3, okay. You made it to the regional,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Before you got bumped out.
Yes.
Okay, so you, like Donnell, both of you, very successful seasons, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Danelle, I mean, you're the rookie, so I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
How is next year looking?
It's going to be, with our school losing 7 seniors is huge. That's the most I think we've ever graduated in one class. So it's going to be a little bit of a rebuilding year, but we do have some key pieces coming back that we can still work around. So.
Okay, Beth, same question. You got 30 seconds to lay it on me.
I think 7 seniors is a huge graduating class. We will lose a lot of our offensive firepower, but we will have all but one of our defenders back, and we will have a lot of hardworking young athletes. I feel like an example would be on senior night. Each of these girls got their exit from the game with applause from the crowd, and the next group went in and played the third set seamlessly. They made one physical error the whole time. I think they'll be just fine, because the one thing we really preach in our gym is discipline, and we're a very disciplined team, and the young kids have learned that. And it'll look different. Okay. It'll be a very different looking team, but it can still be a very strong team.
Ladies, I want to thank you both for coming in. Danelle Gordon, congratulations on a great season for the Conotton Valley Rockets.
Thank you.
And of course, Beth, same to you and your ladies from the Dover Tornadoes, okay?
Thank you.
So there you have it. We'll be back. We got one more coming up. We got 2 of those rough and tough Conotton Valley Rockets. Stay tuned. We'll be back after you watch this from Quincy Werntz's favorite automotive dealer. It's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
The all-new 2026 Chevy Equinox is here at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Sleek, smart, and ready for summer fun. With advanced tech, bold styling, and room for the whole crew, it's the perfect ride for every adventure. Stop in today, take a spin, and see why everyone's talking about the new Equinox. Ferris Chevrolet Toyota on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Wouldn't it be nice if everything was easy? Primetime Health Plan is easy to choose and easy to use. That's why we've had the highest customer service rating for 10 straight years. Call 330-363-7407 to get all the benefits you deserve. Medicare made easy with Primetime Health Plan. Primetime Health Plan is an HMO POS plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Primetime Health Plan depends on contract renewal. Every year, Medicare evaluates plans based on a 5-star rating system.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills, get certified, get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
We're back for the final lap here in the Big Time Sports Show, and tonight we have been talking high school volleyball. 2 Coach of the Years, and 1 first-teamer, 2 second-teamers, and 1 third-teamer. We got all Ohio talent here with us this evening. In the last segment, let's introduce now the 2 young ladies from Conotton Valley High School, and I'm going to introduce first all the way down at the end, and I think I'm right on this. Let's see, dark hair. This must be Delilah Williams. Delilah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How excited are you, Delilah, about being here with old Mellow Tones?
I'm very excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, can you give me an idea?
10.
10. I'm going to get you a Big Time Sports t-shirt, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so now, Delilah, why don't you introduce this young lady between us? That is, if you can quit bouncing your leg. And I'm just kidding you. Anyway, you know this young lady between us a lot better than I do. So why don't you tell everybody out there at TV land who this young lady is? Does she have a nickname? And can you tell us anything funny about her that you can say on TV?
This is Ava Williams, my sister.
She doesn't really have a nickname.
Huh? Is she a pretty good sister?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how do two sisters, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, young lady Ava is second team All-Ohio. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And my young friend Delilah was third team All-Ohio. Delilah, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So how do you play volleyball together when you're sisters? Like, are you a setter?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are a hitter. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. After the game's over, I was like, get that ball up there. Get that ball. Set that ball up there. Do you ever get into it as sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
Hopefully after the game, right? Or do you get?
We try to after the game.
Okay, so you guys had a great season. All right. I kept hearing about you. We kept seeing you. Congratulations on a great season over there.
Thank you.
You two are both back next year?
Nope. Actually, I'm back. She's not.
Oh, no. Delilah, you're not going to be there.
Nope.
What's the best thing about playing volleyball at Conotton Valley High School?
Definitely the girls. We get along so good.
Okay. Now, Conotton Valley, as you and I know, because I came from a real tiny school too, like Conotton Valley. I'm a Strasburg guy. But that was 150 years ago. I think I had 11 people in my class.
Yeah.
We went to commencement on covered wagons back when I was in high school. That's how long it's been. Okay, so is it tough with only 20 girls to choose from to play volleyball?
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have the big numbers like
No.
a Dover does.
It's very limited.
So how important is it now when you got small numbers? How important is it to pay attention and really play hard?
It's very important because
Go ahead. All right, let's segue. Let's segue to Ava. Ava, you've only got you got very slim pickings over there because you don't have a whole lot of students. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you practice sometimes because you don't have enough kids, or what?
Yeah, we can practice. Sometimes we do 6-on-6, but it's usually smaller, so we don't really get to do that much.
Does Conotton Valley go to, what do you call that? AAU volleyball, or what do you call that? Where you go to Canton and play?
Some of our players play club volleyball in the winters, so that's how we build skill.
Do the sisters Williams do that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Delilah, tell me your aha moment of high school volleyball.
I think before the games in the locker rooms is my favorite part.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about that?
We usually are blasting music and have a little dance party.
Okay, so we have a little dance party before the games. Okay, so now, hopefully, you've got some good toe-tapping rock and roll playing. You're not playing that line dance and, achy, breaky heart stuff.
Nope.
Oh, good. You're playing some rock and roll. Okay, that's good stuff. Ava, what about you? What's your aha moment of high school volleyball?
When we do something good during the game and we all celebrate together. I think that's the moments that I'm gonna miss the most.
Keep your socks high.
And your powder dry.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Let's hear it for them. Yeah, yeah.